Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. If you are just starting out with photography and feel a little overwhelmed by all the technical terms and camera settings, don't worry, you're not alone. Today I'm going to walk you through some simple photography tips that'll help you take your photos to the next level. So grab your camera and let's dive in. First things first, let's talk about your camera settings. You don't need a fancy camera to take great pictures, but knowing how to use the one you have is key. The three main settings to focus on are aperture, shutter speed, and ISO. Don't be intimidated by these terms, they just help control how your photo looks. A good place to start is by switching your camera to manual mode and experimenting with these settings. Next up, let's talk about composition. The rule of thirds is one of the easiest ways to make your photos more interesting. Imagine your image divided into 9 equal parts with 3 horizontal and 3 vertical lines. Try to place your main subject along these lines or at their intersections. It makes the photo feel more balanced and dynamic. Most cameras and phone apps have a grid option to help with this. Here's a big one, lighting. It's the difference between a good and great photo. Natural light is your best friend, so try to take pictures during the golden hour, just after sunrise or before sunset. If you're indoors, try positioning your subject near a window for soft, flattering light. And if you're outside in bright sunlight, don't be afraid to use shadows to your advantage. One of the most common problems beginners face is blurry photos. The trick? Keep your camera steady. A tripod is a great investment, but if you don't have one, try holding your camera with both hands, keeping your elbows close to your body for extra support. And when you take the shot, gently press the shutter button, no need for a hard press. Now don't forget to pay attention to the small details. Whether it's the texture of a leaf or the way light hits an object, focusing on the tiny things can make a big difference in your photos. So don't just shoot wide shots. Zoom in and explore the little things around you. You'll be amazed at what you discover. Editing is where the magic happens. Don't be afraid to tweak your photos a bit. You can adjust brightness, contrast, and sharpness to really make your images pop. There are tons of free apps out there like Snapseed or Lightroom Mobile that are super easy to use. Just remember, the goal is to enhance, not overdo it. Last but not least, practice. The more you shoot, the better you'll get. Try different angles, experiment with new techniques, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Photography is a learning process, and the more you shoot, the more you'll learn about what works for you. Alright, that's it for today's photography tips. I hope these simple ideas help you get started and feel more confident with your camera. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more tips and tutorials. And remember, every great photographer started just like you. So keep snapping those photos and have fun!